你们看一下啊，可以，你们看一下啊，是城管在大街上抢货啊！注意啊，朋友们，广大朋友们，城管就等于土匪。看到啊，你放心，我视频我会给你录的，但是我有一条，这个我会传到一。这就是医务室的城管啊，看看，土匪。
你可好嘞！
你放心，我会搞的。
你可好嘞！
我跟你说，
不犯法，我知道吃亏是我自己，不错。但是我有一条，你这属于强盗。
哎，我们抢怎么过了？
你属于人家车上东西，你怎么？
朋友们，我们小区这些人忍不住了，来听一下，在狂吼。不知道在吼啥，血都吼起来了，想出去啊！
衣服都脱了。
效果你有啊！走了，别我走，快点，快点的！走了，
快出来呀！
走了，快点报警的，喊人报警的。
打油呢？快出来，快出来！
快点！快点，报警的！
你出来嘛！
我全是血，全是血。
喂，
哎，
你好，你哪个院的？你是
39号院。
39号院几号楼了？
我就问他这个，咱这个
你39号院几号楼？你先跟我说你是几号楼了？
我就先问你，他这个是疑似病例不是？为啥写个确诊病例呀？
因为那个三处院的居民比较难管，我们管理模式不一样，疑似按确诊进行管理。
你的意思是疑似就在写成确诊是吧？疑似病例，你为啥写成确诊？
你是谁？
你管我是谁了？我是一个公民。
你是个公民，你不用跟他站站了。你
我不站站，
作家写写。你有事你给我好好说。
我就是好好说了呀，我就问你疑似病例，你为啥要写个确诊病例？
走，
你没听话了？
家里没有水，什么都没有了，我吃什么吃？曾经在我也打个110，我求助个110也是叫我找社区的，社区他老是就是一个字叫我等，他上报了，我1个月的上报我还不知道我现在怎么办呢？今天开始我又低烧了，我烧37.5。并不是说想隐瞒我的病情，我真的没有瞒。我从一开始我就上报社区里，我把我的情况哪一天不舒服，哪一天有什么事，我都跟他们说了。他跟我的答复就是一直叫我等，我从抽一等到现在，把我老公我的孩子现在都拿去隔离去了，把我一个病人放在家里。我从
这是什么好的苹果啊？这是捐赠的苹果啊！成箱捐赠的苹果啊！大家来弄一箱子回家了，不要钱呐！这是。
加大传播真相的力度，我们要拯救在水深火热的湖北的武汉的同胞们，我们要再把国内的所有有关疫情的真实声音发到国际上来，做好准备，没有共产党新中国的以后什么样。
目前留守在三亚市的100名山东号军人已经被隔离，其中包括一些重要的军官。
好一个救援物资啊，丢到行里来卖，还要我们帮他卖，坚决不卖救援物资。那谢底下。
在日本好像不用封城啊，不用封城，每条街每条巷好像也是空无一人的，看不见人影。
大家好，我这里是浙江温州啊，你们现在在外面务工人员的还没过来的就不要过来，先真的不要过来啊，你过来住的地方就待。
Asia remains the continent hardest hit by the outbreak. On Sunday, South Korea raised its disease alert level to the highest possible.
South Korea has confirmed scores of additional cases of the novel coronavirus, bringing the total number of patients to 602 as of Sunday. A dozen countries have either banned people coming from South Korea or enhanced their entry procedures amid fear of the contagious novel coronavirus spreading. According to Seoul's foreign ministry on Sunday, several countries, including Bahrain and Israel, have decided to ban Korean travellers from entering. Israel implemented the ban without notice, forcing 130 travellers who arrived at Tel Aviv on Saturday to return to South Korea.
Meanwhile, the COVID-19, commonly known as the coronavirus, is becoming increasingly political. In Iran, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei accused Iran's enemies of spreading propaganda about the virus online in order to stifle voting in Saturday's parliamentary election. However, Iranians accused their leadership of hiding the real scope of the outbreak.
Authorities in Italy have imposed a travel ban on about a dozen towns in the north of the country, an effort to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. 2 people in Italy infected with the virus have died, and officials there are reporting about another 80 confirmed cases. Some 50,000 people are affected by the lockdown, which is near the city of Milan. The small town of Codogno is at the epicentre of the outbreak there.
Is changing its method of counting cases of coronavirus yet again as Wuhan becomes a ghost town. Many have likened it to Chernobyl of the 1970s. The author of The Coming Collapse of China, among others, is Gordon Chang. He joins us right now. Gordon, you were among the early doubters of almost any pieces of information we got out of China long before this. So do you trust what they're telling us now?
Well, certainly not. You know, there's been, for the last 4 or 5 days, a decrease in the number of new cases each day. But we also heard Xi Jinping, the Chinese ruler, at a Politburo meeting yesterday, said that the coronavirus has not peaked. You just cannot put those 2 pieces of information and say they're consistent. And really right now, I think officials are just manufacturing numbers. They've changed the methodology twice this week, 3 times within the last 10 days. And, you know, part of it is because, you know, as you learn more about a virus, you sort of redefine what a case is. But nonetheless, there's a lot of deliberate falsification here.
Well, what's so weird, we're showing as you're speaking images from Wuhan, which I guess you were telling me is bigger than Manhattan, and nothing. It's a ghost town. Where are all the people?
Yeah, and also this is also true in a lot of other cities. So it's not just Wuhan, the epicenter. But this is now.
So they're told to stay indoors. Don't go out.
Told to stay indoors. You have various forms of travel restrictions, not complete lockdowns, but you do have checks. You do have people being turned away from places like Shanghai. So, you know, right now China is in a state of semi-paralysis.
But some of them were allowed, I think, to go to work, but on a limited basis and only few hours. So how is that working out? Because, like I'm saying, in a city the size of Manhattan and bigger, the people aren't there.
Yeah, this is a concern because Xi Jinping wants China to go back to work. And when you put employees back to work at a point where there really is no control of the virus, it's going to spread further.
And so right on top of each other. These
right
factories,
on top of
I mean,
each
they're
other.
pretty densely packed. Right?
So what you're going to have is essentially there'll be an increase in output, and that'll make the GDP numbers look a little bit better, but then it's going to prolong the virus. And the one thing, Neil, we're seeing this virus spread in some pretty hot locations, and that casts doubt on everyone's narrative that this thing in China will disappear June, July, September.
Right, with the warmer weather and all. Apparently it is fighting that argument. So let me ask you, stepping back with this, the markets, I think, tend to respond much as they did with trade. The better things look for a trade deal, they went up. The less or so, they went down. Same thing with this virus. The better the prospects look that it's contained, better for stocks. Last couple of trading days of the week, worse for stocks when that was not the case. So are the markets getting ahead of themselves on this fear that it's going to lead or potentially to a protracted slowdown that's going to spread?
Well, my sense is that the markets are not taking into account how serious this is. I think they're sort of putting too much faith in what Beijing says about this. And that's sort of natural. You know, that's
all we have to go on.
Yeah, all they have to go on. I mean, I believe that the regime is just not prepared to tell the truth. They're not allowing the World Health Organization team into Wuhan, and that means it looks like they've got something to hide. I mean, at least that's the natural inference. If that's the case, Neil, if this virus is really very different from what we've seen before, then the assumptions that we have about coronaviruses and viruses in general just may not apply in this case. And if they don't apply, this could be really severe, as we're seeing from all these cases, especially in South Korea and Tehran. The Tehran ones, the ones in Iran, you know, they don't have any link to China. That really, as the Director General of the as the Director General of the WHO said, that really is worrying.
So when you get big U.S. companies, Apple was the big trigger this week, saying, you know, this could have an impact on, you know, our getting our phones out. new phones that could come out in the end of the summer, the beginning of the fall. You know, Mattel, Hasbro delayed shipments, even maybe delayed toys for next Christmas, which seems unfathomable to me. The potential is there for this to be a worldwide economic issue.
Well, certainly. You know, in our country, we have, for instance, the big box retailers. They maintain lean inventories. We could see some shortages in mid-April that has an effect on inflation. And remember Apple. Just in January, they said, you know, they gave a revenue forecast.
Remember that?
And then like 4 weeks later, they say, oops, we're going to miss it. So it shows you that a company like Apple, which has all of these operations in China, which has every reason to know what's going on in China, they've been fooled. And if they've been fooled like the rest of us are going to be even in a less position to understand what's going on there, that means the markets probably are underplaying this.
And think about it, that's a big market for Apple products as well as a big manufacturing center for those Apple products.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, thank you, my friend, very, very much. Gordon Chang.
还有啊，更阴险的，王岐山、江家、杨娘娘。 大家记住我今天说的话，非常明确的给习建议，最让我们安全的方式，把病毒弄到全世界去。他们都有了，他就不管我们的事了，他就不要真相了。他们都有了，他就会帮我们来解决这个问题。我们的经济问题也是他的问题，这叫第二条命。所以你看着战友们，日本。 现在是日本、柬埔寨、美国接着会爆发，加拿大，所有的欧洲，然后亚洲几个旅游小国全面爆发，就是把当时对香港的招再用一遍回来，用到全世界去。就我要用这个东西转移你的视线，让你比我还糟糕，让你忘掉真相。 查找真相，忘掉追责，甚至没能力追责，没能力追求真相，然后我的问题，你的问题更大，这就是共产党。大家信不信？走着看。2月29号以后，你们都会明白，香港一定会大爆发，而且主要爆发在警察和执法者身上。为什么吗？ 不是你香港的这些孩子能把它给传染了，香港孩子们，你别天真，一定记住，最后你最大的敌人就是帮你的人，那就是共产党。共产党内部非常清楚，内部已经开始了，说香港这些警察是我们最不稳定的力量和因素。 香港警察都出去爆料怎么办？香港警察全部集体造反怎么办？还有在香港执法的解放军穿着警察的黑警怎么办？这个疫情来了，如果是防不住，也不见得是坏事儿。用政治语言解释什么？这些人应该消失，他是最大的见证者，未来是我们最大的威胁者，他们应该消失。